experiences, and we are somehow a little disgruntled by what we see today. And the same thing with music. You're gonna
Same thing with
tell
music.
these children. For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, inside the zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney. Hi, I'm Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing. Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story, no man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Male Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me inside the zone nyc at gmail.com or call me 914 304 2592. Jamaican folk music and many popular genres such as mental, ska, rock steady, reggae, dub music, dance hall, reggae fusion, and traditional and contemporary gospel, among others, have been a part of our culture from Saltfish, the Shingle Host. Take a musical journey with us as we delve into music then and now. A Saturday morning runnings. Come make we talk.
Boy, the beat is just
I
nice.
tell you, I see you rocking here. Me watch the jacket. Saturday. It's Saturday. Saturday.
It's Saturday.
Saturday.
Good
I
morning,
tell you.
ladies.
Morning, morning. How are you ladies doing?
Looks surviving.
Can I hold up my
If I turn
hand and say
if I turn
music?
this camera around and you look at my bed, you shall
Yeah,
see my books.
I understand. I understand. Well, Max, how you do?
Oh,
Max, you're muted, please.
About that, guys. I am
Mhm.
blessed and highly favored. Thank
Okay.
amen.
God.
Amen.
I had a
Okay.
hectic week, but in a positive way. So that's a blessing.
Okay. That's
Yes.
great news. I am pressing. I'm like the woman with the issue of blood.
Oh,
So I am pressing. Pressing it is not easy, but I'm pressing. So I
pressing
Yeah.
through
I
the
would I
crowd,
can
huh?
use the same term Max used, but me still have to go little, deeper to say, hey, some days
Yes.
are not always, but I am grateful.
Yes.
So here we are this morning.
Absolutely.
We'd like to welcome everyone to Saturday morning runnings.
Welcome on up.
Sharns will be joining us at about 10:30. And
Yeah.
Okay.
as you know, Jen has not been with us for some time. She isn't okay, but she's not able to join us for a while. So whenever she can, she will. So we miss seeing her, and but we're in touch nevertheless. We just want to let you know that music in we bones, so I can either
Mhm.
disco, rock, pop
Oh,
in the morning here. Jackie, she in the sunshine state, so she there with sleeveless
I tell
off
you.
the cut thing. Max head cover. Not sure what we're going to jump to this morning. But I
You
know
know.
she has some, stuff to share with us. And those
Yeah.
of you who are music lovers, I mean, from we born, we hear whether it was from the gramophone, the little
Mm-hmm.
transistor radio, one when
Yes.
they use battery, or if you
Mm-hmm.
found some houses that had, power, electricity, where you
City.
had
Yeah.
a little radio play, like, you did
Mm-hmm.
have your LP, your 45s, and all them stuff
Mm-hmm.
there. Music,
That
Mm-hmm.
changer.
music,
Your
music.
stereo.
And you learned how to,
Stereo. You remember?
man, your stereo player. Those of us who learned how to drop that little control needle point
The
at the
needle.
very edge of the record,
Tell me about
so
this.
You
that
know
if
the
you
stereo. The
scratch,
stereo was like a piece of furniture.
yeah, man,
The
Yes.
stereo was
My
like you
uncle had
couldn't put
one.
your
yes,
Yes, you couldn't put your
Figurine. You
figurine
gotta put your
on,
figurine on it. Yes.
yes. So we had
on top of it.
either a Philips or a GE. I wrote something
Yes.
recently, and it was either GE. I should have asked Auntie Paula, but I had forgotten. Nevertheless, yeah, we had a nice one, and that the
Mhm.
Yes.
section to the left where you stored the albums. And then
Yes.
All
on
right.
top,
And the
we
records.
decorated
Yes.
the top, right? And I learned how to put it at the edge and wouldn't even make a scratch. Me, I tell you.
Scratch. Yes.
Hey,
That was an
And
art
them tell you,
that you
them
had
tell you,
to
hey, no scratch up my record,
yes.
no scratch up my.
aye, me tell you.
Yes.
And you learn how to,
Putting on the needle was an art. It was really an art. You had to be
yes,
have
Yes.
steady hands to do it.
very meticulous. Yeah, to go down and
Yes.
and if you think you're gonna go in too much, that means the song will go start.
Start before it starts.
Start right in the middle.
Hey, start before it starts. Yes.
So we're going to talk about music then and now. To our guests coming in, don't forget, share to at least 5 of your friends. Come on now. Herman, good morning, Herman. Herman. Share. Let's talk about what you remember. Also, Vero. Lord, Vero, we're happy to see you. Yvonne, share with 10 people that you know, at least 5 people. We're not going to stress you. Good morning, Tony. Tony from my wine vineyard. Tony, what can we have to drink this morning while we're talking music?
Lord.
Drop something in
No,
there.
something.
Tony.
I should have a mimosa, you know.
You see, they know.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know.
call them
I
something you
can
know.
drink some casual water.
But music, Uh, so that, as always, rather than just doing the shout outs, we do have a platform, a platform. We have a platform where we can just
Mm-hmm.
post. So we'll just post and say as they appear here. So she said, how no do this morning, me
Mm-hmm.
all right. Finong. Yes,
Pinong.
Finong. Mhm. Good morning. Welcome.
Yes.
Um, want to
Right.
say, let's see. Tony. So Tony says, let's go on here. Good morning, ladies.
Good
And
morning. Good morning, Tony.
Herman says, me still have my bell
Mr.
and
Lovely Bella Howell.
Bella Howell.
Mhm.
Transistor radio. Oh my God.
Yeah. That's a brand. That's called name brand.
Yes, yes.
The little red and white one with the lines across it.
Uh-huh.
I don't even remember the name of that one. Lord, my grandmother couldn't listen to our Dulcimina on that little radio.
Yes.
Go out and Miss Iris go buy a couple battery carry come.
Oh,
I set
Lord.
it up. So at 7:15 we have a Dulcimina to listen to.
Mhm.
So
And then no, if it was the only radio in the home, then everybody would huddle around it,
yes.
So
listen
listen.
and stuff. So as
Miss
we're
Epic.
talking,
Go
we
ahead.
want to say welcome. You can get up and jive to a few things that I'll be playing if you remember them,
Wow.
because I'm trying to cater, and as the girls are trying to cater to everybody. So we'll be talking about music. We know we have so many genres, and in our culture and the nation Jamaica, we go way back. We go way back, and we invite you to share the music that you like, why you like it, and the days when a lot of you used to go to some nice little parties and dances and all
Mm-hmm.
here, and men used to ask women to dance. They weren't standing on either
Yes.
side of the room, so you got
Mm-hmm.
opportunity to dance and show your skill. And talk
Right.
about showing skill, as we're getting into it, it's 30 minutes after 10, so we'll talk quickly. But I was just at an event, a fundraising award event recently, and I saw some men drop some foot there.
Oh, boy, I say.
Listen to me. I am on the dance floor, and I had to kind of pause a minute and take
Yeah.
Because
a peek. I mean, I
Yeah.
saw some men dance. Their poor woman couldn't even keep up.
yes, I can imagine.
Seriously, they were just doing something that I know the music,
No, yes.
the music brought back such memories for them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they were on a roll. So they
So let me
Wow.
ask you. I guess they were dancing. They were dancing in the den and you were dancing in the now, or is it vice versa?
No, I was also dancing in the then since I was.
Okay.
Hey, Lady D
You
can
know.
dance in the then good enough. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a brother-in-law who can dance in the den very well too.
Mhm. So I was dancing
Yes.
in the then, and my partner, I was like, oh, so you can dance, because at first he saying dance. I guess he know of me, but no, he never meet me. So when we said to him, say, because I'm saying to Linkage and his partner, oh no, go dance, well, hear music, oh no, just go sit down here for you all evening. Cannot burn me so down when we see people.
Eh,
Yes, me
Granted,
too.
we're not all the
Me
same,
too.
right? There are people who are more reserved and they don't
Right.
want to.
Right.
And I'll
Yes.
give you that. But I just think the
Mhm.
music mustn't waste.
No.
Yes.
No,
Hey,
I
Me
believe
too,
if you
girl.
go
Me
out,
too.
like I don't go out very often, especially now that I'm in school. But I believe if you go out, music are play, especially if your music nice, you get up and enjoy it yourself.
Self.
If you go home
Yes,
and
have
somebody
fun.
asks you how was the party, and you go and say, then why was the party? Did you get up and dance? When you
Mhm.
contribute to it, that's my feeling about it. You
yeah,
know?
yeah, man. Because
Yeah.
But I totally believe that way too. I think when one goes out to a party, when music is being played, or any even for that matter, if music is being played, you should enjoy yourself. When
Yes.
I go to a party or any place where music is being played, when I get home, I'm tired. And I want to be tired because I know I enjoy myself.
I mean that Mac. Sometimes
I
you
will
have
take off my
Yes.
shoes.
Aye,
Take
sometimes
off the shoes and dance.
when you're leaving, you just hold up the 2-footer shoes. So put you over your
All right.
shoulder.
Yes. I walk through the door.
Go through,
Oh,
I
you
go
know
through
so.
the door. So welcome everyone. Music then and
Oh my
now.
goodness.
And I just want to start it off like this. Where is it? Which one am I going to
All
take
right
for
now.
you? Because I just thought, we should kick
Jackie,
it
get
off
your
with-
food ready.
kick it off with something.
Child.
Yes. So let me
I might go dance off my clothes.
Hi, David did dance out of him.
Oh.
David had danced out of his, so not to worry.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Oh.
David did dance out of
Oh my
him.
goodness.
So let's do this.
Oh, Jimmy Cliff.
1959. The West End of Kingston, Jamaica has throbbed with a musical beat. A hypnotic sound of surging excitement and power. People hearing it became caught up in a frenzy and couldn't help moving to this pulsating, almost religious beat.
Oh, him.
This is ska.
Jamaican ska.
Not everybody can do the twist, but
But everybody can do the
It's
ska.
a new dance you can't resist. Ska, ska,
Ska,
ska,
ska, ska.
Jamaica ska. Now everybody can do the ska. It's a new dance that goes like this. Now, bow your head. Swing your arms. Shake your hip. Now do a dip.
Doing it.
Jamaica ska. Ska, ska, ska. Do the ska.
Oh.
Exercise corner.
What?
Wow.
Not everybody can do the twist.
Now, how old is he?
Everybody can do
She's
the
about
ska. It's a new dance you can't
7.
resist. Ska, ska, ska.
About 7
Jamaica ska.
or 8.
Now everybody can do the ska. It's a new dance that goes like this. Now, bow your head. Swing your arms. Shake your hip. Now do a dip.
Doing it.
Ska, ska, ska. Jamaica ska. Ska, ska, ska. Jamaica ska. Get him on. Get him on. Get him on. Get him on.
Get him.
So oh Jesus. Okay. So,
Listen.
Interesting. Interesting.
I mean, so Lord, me both them can't manage this scare again. So, as I was telling you, they were playing ska on the dance floor And I tell you,
Mhm.
we were going down till one lady said, you know what? I'm not sure me can manage this one.
So she not sure
Remember
she
to
can
call
come back up.
911.
She not sure she can come back.
No, but
Remember to call 911.
oh, you know so.
Oh my
So
goodness.
as we talk about ska, so I'll just kick it off, and then ladies, you can do your thing as well. But ska, regarded as the forerunner of reggae music, was
Yes.
Yes.
popularized by the late Don Drummond and the Scatolites during the early 1960s. It has been described as a Jamaicanized version of the North American rhythm and blues R&B. The lyrics of ska were often about the prevailing socioeconomic commentaries of the less privileged in the society. Popular songs of ska era included Count Ozzie's "Oh Carolina" and Millie Small's
Yes.
"My Boy Lollipop."
Nah, my lollipop. Yeah.
And the ska dance, this consisted primarily of very fast-paced movements such as the shuttle and split,
Mm-hmm.
which consisted of moving the hands upward, downward, side to side, backwards, and forward, while lifting the legs bent at the knees alternately, which you just got a vivid
Listen, man.
Yes.
glimpse
Full
of.
workout when you're done.
When that's what I was
Yes.
saying when I saw it. I said, but every part of your body work.
Oh, you mean?
Yes. If,
Yeah,
you-
every
if,
part.
if you're
So,
born,
all
if
right,
you're
all
born
right.
sick, you
Did you
can't do it.
notice?
Yeah.
Did you notice anything? Speaking of that, did you notice anything? Everybody had nice waistline,
Yes, man.
very
Yes.
slim. The man
Mhm,
them
Yes.
very tucked in and put together,
Yes.
mhm.
and they were.
Mhm.
You see the gentlemen them and the ladies in their what you call it, A line? I know A line.
Yeah.
No, those aren't. They're A line. They look so nice.
Airline skirt. Yeah.
Good morning,
Beautiful.
Christine. Christine says, ladies, I'm at work, but I'm staying tuned. Thank you. Then she said,
Thank you.
I guess what she said, Chara.
Sure, I did.
Right. So yes, the ska, and
Yes,
if you notice at the time, people were just participating, and they even allowed a child.
Everybody.
They allowed a child in the space because I guess
Yes.
it wasn't anything, X-rated,
right.
stuff like that. It wasn't lewd.
Right.
And the horns and the trumpets and so on in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
because they did a lot of live dancing
Yes.
at the time.
Dancing, a lot of live
Yes,
instruments played.
lot
Yeah.
of live.
Yes.
Because if you observe, ladies, music had its fashion for every era. Of course, we had the bell foot, we have the big afro, we had the pedal
Yes.
pusher. So every era of music, there was like a fashion to go with music. Back
To go
then,
with it.
now it's everything and anything. And
Yes.
some of the styles back then are coming back now to that suits music,
Yes,
but
you notice
music back then,
on
it
the
never
wide
died.
legs,
Mhm.
those
Yes,
wide
the wide
leg
leg pants.
pants and so on. They came back. Yeah.
Right.
They have
Yeah.
Patchwork and all of that. They came back.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as you're coming in, please share your favorite music. If you want me pull up one, we can pull up. You see me in the studio, take much time.
Oh, what? I like a music. I like music that tells a story.
Story.
Like
Yes, me
Pluto
too.
Shervington them
Yes.
and Ernest Smith them. I love those songs
Yes.
that tells a story. And I like country and western because there's a story behind it.
Yes, always. And that's how I
Yes.
write most of my songs. Not most of my songs. I have 10 tracks to date, and most of my songs, that's what they do. They tell a story or they
tell a
give
story.
information.
Like my
Yes.
man, they would say, I man forward on a different scene. And
Right, that's a
like,
story. Yeah.
and him tell you the whole, and it's like you're imagining what happened, and he must say it must be
Yes.
a Buffy or a gunman.
In your mind's eye, you can see the whole play out. In your mind's eye, you can see the whole play out.
And I is so frightened all of that, and you might forget. That's what I'm saying. So you
forget.
can imagine.
Same
going
country.
on.
Mhm.
Yes.
He said he never stopped to see. Quarry was a boy to him that night because he couldn't follow him.
Couldn't
So you
follow.
can imagine how fast he was running.
Mhm.
Running, yes. And that's
Yeah.
I've totally, Jackie, I totally believe that's how music should be. Honestly, it should always tell a
Listen,
story.
every time it never goes old for me. Every time I hear it, I
No,
have to laugh because it's like I'm
yes,
just imagining this man run the poor girl probably a left in the bush and hide behind one tree or something and him gone.
you
Him reach
know.
down a crossroad and the poor woman still down in a gully. You understand?
There it goes.
I and I man forward
All right.
on a different scene. I and I man Cali weed. I and I man queen.
Oh,
Everything was irie. Getting in the groove.
You hear me
I just
vine
come
them though.
down to movement.
Yeah, I know what
When
it.
someone says, don't move.
don't
Well, it
move.
must be a dopey Aragon man. I might not find out yet.
It's a
I and
fresh
I
run.
so frightened. All the data name I forget. Must a dopey Aragon man.
Man.
I never stopped to sleep. Worry was a boy to I man last night. Couldn't follow, couldn't follow, couldn't follow me. Next day the daughter asked me, what happened to you last night? Just when you're ready to work your show, you get stage fright.
Yes,
You
right.
got a dread from across the gully. Just passing
No,
through.
sir.
Beside the run little joke, it wouldn't trouble you. Well, it must be a dopey Aragon man. I might not find out yet. I and I so frightened. All the data name I forget. Well, it must be a dopey Aragon man. I never stopped to speak. Barry was a boy to I man last night. Couldn't follow, couldn't follow, couldn't follow me.
So,
Wow, listen, Lady D, I pay attention to every aspect of this song. You listen to that
Story
little
of the
horn
song.
in the
yes,
background. I don't know
and
if
in
it's
the
the horn or the
background.
trumpet. It's
Mhm.
like it's like
Yes,
it's also telling the story. You got in between each of those lines. You got
Yes,
yes.
yes.
It's
The
like I'm
And,
just
instruments
telling
coming,
you.
yeah.
and you know something, Ernest Smith, he's like timeless. He's
Timeless.
timeless.
Yes, he's a
Because I
creative, he's a
just
real
saw
creative
him.
writer.
I saw him in
He's very
August.
creative, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yes, he
You
was
saw him?
well. I saw him in August. We went to an event up in Upper Westchester,
He
and
performed?
he was there. I mean,
Oh my! I would love to. I would love to
the
go to
caliber
another one
of
of his.
people. So, Merrick DeMar, who is an attorney here in the Bronx, he has a
Uh-huh.
beautiful property. And so for years he has been inviting me. I never did go, but last year I finally went,
Uh-huh.
and I took a few friends with me, and we went back this year. And the caliber of artists that he gets, you have to say, boy, you see some people you don't know how they can get connected. I mean,
Wow.
he
Mhm.
had some greats there.
Get out of
It
here. I'd
was
love to be
Right.
at something like that.
amazing. So we'd like to welcome you. So we're talking
Wow.
about music then and now. And as Jackie just alluded to the fact that there are some songs that they tell a story. So I had to pull that up without her knowing
Yes,
while she
man.
was talking. That's
Right.
what DJs do. You know.
Yes.
Yes, I
Amazing.
know, right? Exactly.
So
Yes. You know, another artist from the past, he passed away, Bluto Shervington. He tells a lot of
Yes.
stories in the song. So
Yes, I
Bluto
mentioned him
Shervington, he
earlier
was,
too.
yes, he's
Yeah.
really very
Yes.
good. He was
Oh,
really
yes.
very good, but
let's
Yeah.
he
welcome
died,
Felix.
yeah.
Good morning, Felix. A blessed good morning to you and panel lady. I finally got the opportunity to join you and your astute panel.
Welcome.
I'm enjoying the show thus far. God bless you all. Thank you, Felix.
Thank
Welcome.
you.
And you
Thank
can
you,
tell us
Felix.
your favorite music then and now. So
Yes,
Jackie,
now.
man.
say you. What do you have on your
Well, that was one of them
turntable?
on my turntable.
Mhm.
There's another one that I like, but it's a country and western about I am my own grandpa. It's another one that tells a
Oh
story.
yes, I know it is a black guy. Is the black guy?
Is it? I don't remember. But he was telling a story about his father his brother is his father. I don't remember. His brother is, but it's a
But
story
mix-up.
about
It's
a mix-up
It's
story.
a story
Listen,
that's mixed up. Yeah.
It's a mix-up.
I am my old grandpa. I like that. I like that one. That one
Okay.
too.
Matt, what say you? Because I have some more information to share with the audience.
Okay, well, what I want to talk about is that they said back, I took this from YouTube. They said back then old songs depended heavily on melody. Composers took time to create a song that would last for generations.
True.
Making a new song would take several years. Yes, but now composers take a few hours to compose a song. And the reason for that, then back then, you had to have a person playing the guitar, somebody playing the drum, somebody playing the what you call it,
the trumpet, the horn,
the trumpet,
every little thing. Those simple
in order to compose a song, you had to have somebody playing each instrument to make a song, and that's the reason why it would take years. However, now when you because I do music, as you guys know, and so when I go to the studio, my producer, he puts up his computer, puts it on, and he has all instruments on the computer itself.
Yes.
And it's funny because he also has the instruments of the past in the studio. He has a drum set, he has other stuff, the other instruments.
Yes.
Which is no longer used. So now he buys these instruments, download them to the computer, and create the music from them. And so you can see the drum on the computer, you can see the timbrel, the horn, the whatever that makes the song. So everything is now on a computer. So it takes up less space because you have it right there on the computer. So you can work with it easier, better. The song can come out better. He can take my voice and make it sound different if he wants to. You know, so if I go and I sing the main voice, he can now put on the alto and the this and the that via the instrument. So music has come a long, long way.
It has.
Yes.
And there are a lot of people, perhaps, who love rock steady. So I want to share a little bit about rock steady, because rock steady was a slower, somewhat erotic version of ska.
Oh.
Yes, that's what they say, with elements of American rhythm and blues and memento. The slower beat, musicians were free to experiment with more complicated melodies. With the wider use of electronic instruments, horns were replaced by guitars, rhythms, and solo, and the bass line became more complex and more melodic. And they talk about the Rudy period. The transition between ska and rocksteady was known as the Rudy period. The songs of this period dealt with the criminal elements of the ghetto. Songs of the period including 007, Rude Boy, and in Rudy in Court, among others. Delroy Wilson, Bob Marley and the Wailers, and Hopeton Lewis were a few of the many artists of this period. And then they talk about the dance. The ska and rocksteady dances were similar in movements. The main difference was the beat of the music. In rocksteady, the dancer would try to keep his or her feet as steady as possible. He would then shift his weight from one foot to the other slowly. At the same time, he or she would shake his or her shoulder to the beat of the music while rocking the rest of his or her body. So you see how rocksteady coming, and they transitioned into reggae, and let me see what we have here. So when you talk go away. My apologies to the audience. So when we talk about the rock steadies and the dubs, you and I know that when you hear dubs, they've had face-off in dubs, playoffs in dubs, right? Who can do the best, and that is a skill in its own.
So, yes.
True. How you master the sound and the effect and the feel that you need your audience to get when they hear it.
When they hear it, yes.
So I don't know if Herman went to dance. I'm not sure. Herman, are you born at church? Talk to me, the Herman.
I'm on a church. Why?
Answer me.
Ah,
So as I'm getting into that too, let's see. So Christine says, listen, we need to get back to basics with our music. And she says,
True.
and music, me no know about them. Felix says, that song, My Own Grandpa, was done by Ray Stevens, Jackie. So see there.
Okay.
oh, okay.
Christine Cargill, if you
One
follow
of them
them,
you broke your back.
and she's talking about the new ones.
Yeah, but there's a song with that title. There's a song that called "Broke Off Your Back, Broke Off."
Yes, man. Broke off your
Yes.
back, broke off your
So
back.
is she right?
I think that also has a double meaning, but anyway.
I know. Yes, it does. It does.
Yes,
It does have a double meaning, but it's a dance kind of dance. So,
Listen.
So,
no, so
so when
my
we talk, so
goodness.
let me give you a little treat here. Treats are good. And some of you will recall. So as I'm here at the controls,
Mhm.
let me do a little treat for you now. See if some of you remember that, because I'm sure you do. Okay, where are we?
Oh, mental.
combine.
What instrument in the man?
Hey. All right. So him saying wishing was a cheer. And
Yes, I know about the smoke for me.
jump up on the furniture. I wish I was a cheer. So you see, and they enjoyed playing. It was a
Oh,
delight.
Yes.
They would you start out either on your veranda, in the backyard, down at your community center,
Mm-hmm.
some function that somebody invites them
church.
to, and church,
Yes,
and they would
church,
play.
yes.
But
Even dead yard, yeah.
But remember, certain music was revered. You couldn't bring it in a church.
Yes.
One time, back then,
No.
you couldn't go say a brighter play reggae music in a church.
Yes.
Because
No,
it
it's
is the
different.
music of the sinful people,
World. Yes.
the sinful
Yes.
world. You couldn't bring that in
Right.
church. I
But
wonder
one
where that came from.
Well, you have to remember that our nation, and so we're Jamaicans, and we have a
Mhm.
Jamaican-based program. However, we have also discussed the cultures of other countries and so on.
Absolutely.
And
Mhm.
we are a religious people, right? We believe in
Mhm.
God. And so I believe the reverence that we were taught, that
Yes.
we shouldn't mix the worldly pleasures
World
with the things
with
of God. But
right.
over time, people have come to realize that, because if you go into some congregations, we used to teach as children, we used to call them holy quiet, right?
Yes.
They don't even have a guitar. They have nothing.
For us, they were
True.
boring. Yes, they're
They
just a
don't
thing.
have any instruments at all.
Don't
They
say
use
boring.
Right.
their voices.
Mhm.
You may have found in other churches, you may have one organ, and that's it.
Yes.
And you go with
Mhm.
the organ. As a child, you sit down, and the adults open up them banner hymn or whatever, and them sing and sit down. And it was very somber setting. But we know
Right.
that we were created to experience movement, rhythm.
Yes.
So you have your hands for a reason. They can clap.
Yes.
Your feet for a reason. Your waist. You know, I was saying the other day, right? That suppose my nose was in my forehead. Suppose the Lord did create me and with nose in a way forehead, right? I mean, I down in
Yes.
my cheekbone. Yes. So when
Yes.
he was creating us, he had a plan for us. So when
Absolutely.
legs are in the right place, we can move them.
Yes.
We waist
For the
can go
right thing.
round some because I used to be a hula hoop queen. We waist can go round. And we can still do a hula hoop and skip and jump in it. So when that form of playing of the instruments started to filter because people now were being more exposed. Some were going to music school, some were listening. Teeth we go down a dance when Roy Cola play. Or I may talk about penance now, because that's where we come from. Max, turn back your camera. And you know, you would Jackie, you're muted.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, I
So
didn't want. I heard a little background noise. I didn't want it to.
that's all right. My dear Maxie seems to have encountered something there, but she'll be back in a minute.
Mhm.
Right. And so, you know, we enjoy feeling the rhythm of the music. When you beat a drum, there is something that it does to you, right? And when I talk about
Yeah.
the dub and all them something there, it's the heavy sounds of metal and instruments coming
Yeah.
together. Not true? And it
You
makes
you
you move
guys.
away if you're not curious. So that's why you find like some, you know, people of God who, when they hear something, innately they want to move, but they stand
I
up,
want to move,
but they don't want to move because
but me I
fear
wonder
that
why.
they fear that they might go backslide, they might go
Uh,
turn back.
I don't
Jesus,
think so.
they go punish, I go punish way, right?
Me
That's
think the
what.
Lord gave us music to enjoy in whatever form, whatever genre or whatever you call it, culture you're in. Of course, I'm not going to jig really to something that is explicit and
Absolutely.
outrageous and
Mm.
demeaning. I'm absolutely, even if the music is catchy, the background sound itself is catchy. It's my choice that I'm not going to jig to that. I'm not gonna, because I'm not going to feel good doing that. But if I hear good music playing and the sound is good, and the words, lyrics, and everything behind it catches me, I'm sorry, I am going to move because I like to
Yes.
dance.
You like to
But
enjoy,
you know
you
what they
like
say
to
that
experience.
sorry about that
Yeah,
just now, guys. I got a very important call that I had to take, and as I said before, I'm gonna have
yeah,
to jump early. But what I wanted to say is that they say that music changes our mood every 30 seconds, and that the human body is set to music. So it's difficult when you hear good music not to move your finger, move a toe, shake your head, nod your head, whatever the case may be. It's just our bodies is built up. You can't help but respond to music. It's a natural thing for you to do. And that's
Mhm.
the power that
yeah.
music has.
I
That's
was
right.
Because
watching.
your
I was
body is
watching
set in that
a
power.
documentary. Right, I was watching a documentary recently about people who are living until they're in their hundreds or close to, and they are identifying these zones where these people, they have most of these people living in the blue zones, they call them now. But
Mhm.
it's not only in the blue zones that you're finding people who are living long lives now, but when you look at their lifestyles, it's not just what they eat, but it's the communing, the community around them. They have a little community group. And
Mhm.
another thing is a lot of them dance, like they like to move, and it releases endorphins and those things, certain hormones, like happy hormones in your body that fight against stress and all of that. So stress is real, fight against stress and diseases. And a lot of those people do that every day, meet with their little group, their little community groups, and they do things together, but play music and they dance, and they live long, happy lives.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
nothing wrong with music, man. Just
Not at all.
I want to be able to dance as long as I can.
Yes, me too.
Indeed.
I so believe in music. And another aspect of music is the instruments, or the way music was sent to us, or the way in which the different era in which we played music and the way we played music. Because remember, we started out with the records. We'd have a record changer or a stereo. I remember my uncle had a stereo in his house, and when I went there for holidays, I was in my teens. Let me tell you something. I ride that stereo from the day I step in until I leave in Kingston, because I love music. I remember he had the Process Sledge and the Al Green albums. I would play them all day, and he never stopped me because I was just into music and love music. Then we went from record changer. My mother husband had a record changer that used to play songs with battery operated. I mean battery, so the battery them dead quick because you're playing music and battery going down fast. But then we went from that to cassettes.
Yes, please.
I still have cassettes in my house, even though I don't have a cassette player because I gave away my cassette player. And we went from cassette player to CDs. And now we can go to a computer and upload a song and send it to Spotify and iTunes and all these different platforms. So music has really come a long way.
Yes,
I also recall, ladies, I also recall as a child growing up, because that's how much I love music. My grandmother, we had a radio because we never had electricity. And she used to do ignorance. So every time she goes to Kingston, she would hide the radio, because once I'm on holiday and I'm home, and once she step out that house and go, the radio play all day. I would play all day just to hear commercials that I like and music. And my neighbor would complain to her and tell her, Maxine, play the radio all day. So when she discovered that, every time she got to Kingston, she would hide the radio in the bed trunk, lock it up. And I would use the cabinet key to open the bed trunk, take out the radio, spin plate and put it back before she come, and she would know. Then I would play it low so that the neighbor wouldn't hear it. Yes, I'm telling you the honest truth, because that was how much I love music. So when I started getting into music since I moved to the States, I'm not surprised, because I have always loved music, always wanted to record something in my voice, and thank God it happened, because I love music that much.
Well, I tell you, when I went to Clarendon at age 7, I tell people my grandmother, the late Ruby Mae Sons Thomas, she introduced me to stage. She took me with her.
Wow.
Because she was the PR person for the church. She was the what they call them again now, Justice of the Peace, and so on. Very involved, my grandmother was. And so she took me with her up to Frankfield Primary School. She taught me a poem, and I tell you, I swat that something. That was not no study, because it was a short timeline I got. I swat it, and I went up on the stage at Frankfield Primary and looking at all these people looking back at me, and I did my piece, and I was so expressive. And from there, I realized, but I do like the stage. And then I got involved in dancing. So I would dance, disco, dance into a hula hoop as an item, just dance. I was so involved in dancing, which I did for a while. I would dance, music in with bones, and there is no mistaking. Sometimes you see some people, they don't really have the rhythmic timing. Some of them, when they might clap, they either clap too fast or too slow. But there is something about the music that causes you to want to move, man.
To want to move.
Music is good.
In your bones.
It is good.
It's in your bone,
Listen,
yes.
listen, Lady D, you see, you mentioned something a while ago. You said your grandmother got you started, by putting you up front. My grandmother was very involved in the church as well, because my grandfather was the pastor of the church. He came and built the church, the first church in the district of Free Hill, St. Anne. He came to Free Hill from Fort George, which is also in St. Anne, Upper St. Anne. And he came to Free Hill and built the first church there. So my grandmother was a teacher, Sunday school teacher, write all the letters. She did everything. Any rally or concerts, whatever. She was the one who got everybody prepared. And I had to, before the choir sings, I had to do my recitation.
Yes, please.
So grandma would either write a poem or find a poem from wherever, and then I would have to stand in front of everybody before they started singing, and I had to recite my piece. But the thing is, like you said, you didn't have much time to put it, to know it, so you had to swat it. But let me tell you, 1, 2, 3, I knew those words.
Yes, amazing.
I was able to stand up in front of everybody, and I was able to do my recitation.
Yes.
And remember, saying, grandma is not going to be satisfied until you put yourself in it. What do you mean put yourself in it? If it's something where you have to express yourself and Kimbo, you have to do it.
Same so.
You understand?
Which is why some of us were in the 4-H clubs and so on. Because
yes, we were too.
Drama, dance. Just about everything we did.
We didn't even know how that was molding us for the future.
Not at all, Mrs.
And then the music now behind it. I remember my grandfather used to sell Bibles and hymnals, and he used to go to Brownstown Market and sell Bibles and hymnals, and then he would go and buy the 45s, the records. So because he used to go so often and buy the records to play on a little record changer, the man at the record store gave him a free CD. I said, all right, Mr. Lowe, may I give it a free one here today? And Lady D, my grandfather thought that it was gospel on the record. So I'm just take it. So he came home, man, put on the music, and him saying, after dinner we're going to dance and we're going to sing, because I'm going to play music, and we enjoyed that whenever he take out the little red and white thing. What you call it? Record changer. And then put on the record. And next thing you know, not giving up. Tap, 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 tap. My time soon come. That was the song we played on. Not giving up. I have nothing to say Jesus or the Lord, whatever. But let me tell you something. We dance. My grandmother stand up at the door and she look out in our living room.
Yes.
Our grandma do grandma. And I said, no, our grandma do. So I used to, grandpa, I make up a face like him. I said, what is the man give me? Like him, I said, but he couldn't stop us because we enjoyed it so much. But it wasn't anything bad in the song. It's just that, if you say the Lord or Jesus or whatever, you're not supposed to. But he didn't throw it away. He just played it like a couple of times, and then that was it for that. But the thing is, whenever he took out that record changer, we had a ball. We enjoyed. So music is in us. Music is in us.
It is in us. It's 10:54 a.m. We'd like to welcome you to Saturday Morning Runnings. Are you joining us for the very first time? If you are, come man, we love having you. Don't forget, share the link and ask people to subscribe with at least 5 persons. I'm just going to go through our chat. So King Ryan is in the house. You notice him just coming like a visitor.
Oh, I said, but Phoenix is saying something, Lady D.
Yes, so we'll get to it.
You should play me a music.
Hold on. Hey, my queens. All right, so get to it. Charles says, I went home to Barbados not so long ago, and they have this song, Broke Off Your Waist. I laughed. I say, after you broke off your waist, what you going to do? I don't know. So Christine says Shabba voice was around long time. True. She says nowadays they beat dancehall they at dead yard.
Yes.
All right. Then Herman says, me shake the leg to good music, even though me a Christian. Yes, ma'am.
That can't
Hey,
stop us.
Sister Morrison, you move everything when you hear good music, sister.
Yes,
True.
man.
Paulette says, morning, Paulette.
Morning.
She says, good morning. And all right, we're getting, they think one name ear track too. Which one that? So Felix
Which
says,
one is that?
we are too legalistic. God created instruments for that. David dances clothes off. I agree with what Jackie said. There you go. Sister Marson says, all who no love music, may starve for them. They must not want to go to heaven, for music is there.
Exactly.
So, ma'am, remind them there. Paul, it says, you really love the music, true, Maxine. Thief, the something, play and lock it up. The radio.
Thief the radio.
Okay.
Thief the radio.
Christine says, the kete drum has life. I swear, if you're on life support and someone comes beating the kete drums, back to life you come. Music is life. Yes. And Felix says, Lady D, could you please play this song for Jackie? Lord Shorty's sweet music. Okay, I look for it for you.
Okay. Thank you, Felix.
Christine said, started dancing for Denham Town Primary on to Tivoli High, on to Edna Manley School of the Arts for Dance. Dancing is life. Sure. Yes.
Wow.
Herbie Bailey, Puss Brook coconut in our we eye them days, I guess. All right. So all right. So I have something too, because we were talking about the dubs, right? Them dub tune that when you hear them, they make you say they would make you say So let's get to it. Welcome everybody. Music then and now. It's such a good feeling just being here with
Enough drum and bass make you wind up your waist.
That's what I say.
I know. So
I guess that's where the one drop come from.
There you go. So when you hear that now, who wouldn't want to just, take your and just rock? So you can
rock steady. And people are the cool and deadly.
There you go. So you're right, and it's a big tune.
Some of you stand up. Right.
So
if you are here, we'll be dancing.
There you go. So welcome back. We are talking about music then and now. You all must have had your favorite music, whether it was gospel, DJ, dance hall, something. I keep saying everybody never born saved, sanctified. There was a time you were into your music and you may have said, all right, may have said Jesus. No.
But the thing is, to Lady D, people were enjoying music out there. And then they came into the church. Why do we think that they should drop the music?
Yeah, but you know, hear me say it is what they were
Yeah, I
taught
understand it. Yeah,
and
but
stuff.
you know,
So
people.
some
That's
hold
why
there to that.
I
Mm-hmm.
think that's why they have changed. It has evolved over the years so that it's adaptive to, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
gospel lifestyle, because people are coming out of the dance hall and for them to stay, you have to have something to hold them say.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that, you know, that's why one of the reasons why the music, the church music has changed over the years, because you have people leaving out of that sphere coming into
Right.
the church. So they want to hear what was holding them out there, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So they just change the words. And so if you notice, a lot of the dance hall are what we'd call the old reggae songs, they're turning them into gospel music nowadays.
It's
Like
true.
they just change up the words, and now, you know, people are enjoying them as well in the church atmosphere. So
Yes.
it's not that the music is bad. It's your mind. Change your mind.
Mm-hmm. And you know, I remember hearing songs that we grew up with, you know, gospel songs, and people really loved those songs. They would listen out, whether it was, I keep talking about Downbeat. So that was a gentleman, aka he had a name, but they call him Downbeat because he had a music system, jukebox and stuff. And
Yeah.
he would put them out in his lawn, because you know, a country, you have yard space. He would put out his boxes, man, and he would play just about anything for you. So if it's your somber gospel that you want, you get it. If it was the beats like I just played, you some dubs that somebody did do for him, you know, and you hear them and say, drop it there down beat and thing, you would get that, or anything, reggae, anything he would play.
Right.
So one of the songs that I know he used to start off with, so that him not feel too bad that him a go play anything else, and the church people them not get for them bit, because you know, we take things personal, right? That's what we do. We get personal about stuff. So this is one of the songs that he would play back in the day. Remember this one?
Jim Reeves. Yes. Let me see if it's the same one I have in mind.
We thank you each morning for a newborn day, where we may work the fields of new mown hay. We thank thee for the sunshine and the air that we breathe, O Lord. We thank thee. Thank thee for the rivers that run all day. Thank thee for the little birds that sing along the way. Thank thee for the trees and the deep blue sea, O Lord. We thank thee. Oh yes, we thank thee, Lord, for every flower that blooms, birds that sing, fish that swim, and the light of the moon. We thank thee every day as we kneel and pray, that we were born with eyes to see these things. Thank thee for the fields where the clover is grown. Thank thee for the pastures where cattle may roam. Thank thee for thy love so pure and free, O Lord. We thank thee.
So remember that. Jackie, you're muted.
Yes. There was also this song, "Put Your Sweet Lips a little closer
to the phone."
Yeah. Woman. That was like a song, that song with Jim Reeves, all of Jim Reeves, and Percy Sledge.
Sledge, yes, man.
Percy Sledge. And
Yes.
and this put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone and you hear it echoing across everybody.
And
is
Skeeter
saying,
Davis.
let's Skeeter Davis.
Yes, Skeeter Davis. So my auntie-in-law loved Skeeter Davis. And so, you know, as we are sharing here this morning about music then and now, I tell people that the experiences that we had then or our parents had that they shared with us, we share with our people today.
Yeah.
But somebody just said to me on radio, boy, Lady D, them people not understand what our life was. Them don't know what they're missing. I said, no, they really don't know. Because no matter how much we share with them, we talk about a rotary phone and all those things. They don't know what that is. They may see it, would not have known that you have to insert your finger at each number and dial.
And dial.
But I was saying to her that the children in this dispensation know today, in another 30 years, they will be telling their children, if the Lord not come by then, that, you know, we used to have YouTube. We had iPhone. We had laptops. We had tablets. And they would be looking at us and asking, what is that?
What is that?
Because that would have been dated to them. Because 30 years from now, we may be just standing up in the sky taking a bus to go somewhere.
Thank you.
Because they have a lot of things going on. And when we were watching the Jetsons, I
always talk about that.
And watch the Jetsons because I was just so fascinated.
Very futuristic.
This lady would just be moving around in her kitchen and things are just coming over to her without an effort.
Okay.
Everything she wanted, she would just go and today we are see microwave
Yes.
in the Jetsons.
Yes.
So you know we can bask in our experiences, and we are somehow a little disgruntled by what we see today. And the same thing with music. You're gonna tell these children today another 30 years when they're telling you how they had broke off your back. People are jumped off of a barrel, right? And I do some dance on them head top. By then, they'll be perhaps dancing in something.
Yeah,
right? Because the world is evolving
so fast.
Of us who are Christ-centered, God-centered, we believe, just hold on to that because there are more things to come. So even music, I go into the studio like Max to do a voiceover. I quickly read off my script and then Mike does the rest. Right? You don't have like in the days of the JBCs and the back in the NBC days and all those things.
Right.
You walk into their studio and it's some big reels or something.
And you have how many people operating these equipment?
Them, and employment was at an all-time high in those fields because you had limited amount of people who had that skill set. No, you don't even have to have no skill set. You buy a software, it help you out, and you can sit down there and master. You see my studio in the back and master the things, and you don't have a problem.
No.
So enjoy what you have now, and pass on what you know, because your children can say, you know, Mama did tell me, say, in her time. Don't allow them to just grow up and not have experience. When we talk about the bell bottoms and all them kind of pants there that, you know, bell foot pants and things, fashion is also, while it is evolving, it revolves. So if you come back round, they may touch it up a little bit and tweak it here and there. But when you look at it, you say, but me did have one pants like that when
like that. Yeah.
Right? So people are, and the same thing with music. When you think about disco, I was a disco queen. I can still dance a disco. Yeah, you drop.
Oh, wow.
Right? I love to dance. And so
me too.
still hear them kind of songs there and say, man, remember that song that, me did
Yeah, my son's father was a DJ and he used to play music in a discotheque. And let me tell you something, we don't come off the floor until they start to play the slow music, the love songs.
We'll see.
When you have the couples them going on. Yes.
Do you remember 21st night, September? Love was changing the minds, pretender, while chasing the clouds away. Arms are ringing in the key that souls are singing as we dance in the night. Remember how the stars don't the night away. Oh, yeah. Say that you remember. Oh, yeah. Take it so terrible. Oh, yeah. Never was around you, my thoughts are with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blue on the love, remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December, found the love we shared in September. Only blue on the love, remember that you love share today. Oh, yeah. Say that you remember.
All right. So, we can't take with the whole show. But we could have played.
Which song Felix wanted you to play for me?
Oh, let me go back to that. So welcome. If you're just joining us, please, those of you who are on, it's Music Then and Now. Save the link with at least 5 people and ask them to subscribe to the channel, to like it, to share it. We're on Saturday mornings from 10 to 11:30, so it's 30 minutes after 11, and we want to drop in 2 more tune. And
right.
right, and
Sure.
also Inside the Zone is on Mondays and Thursdays. Mondays 5 to 7 and Thursdays 6 to 8 on my YouTube channel and on Linkage Radio. So we are here having a ball. We can't leave out with people. Them, let's see what them say.
No,
here.
sir. They
What
can't
did
fall
he-
back. It's okay.
Taking taxi, flying in the skies. That's right. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, let's go back from here. She says, Paulette says, oh my, Jim Reeves, my 2 big brothers would play these every Sunday. Thank you
Oh
so
my
much,
goodness.
Lady B. Yeah. Oh, Back in Love. Oh, Back in Love by Saturday Morning.
Oh yes.
Blueberry Hill. The DJ. So may have work to do right here now. Paulette, you're talking right, Lady D Gomez, about us and the past and 30 years to come. Maybe there will be air taxi. All right, maybe there'll be air taxi flying in the skies because of the traffic congestion.
I've always dreamt of that. No, it's funny. I've always dreamt of something like that. I have a vivid imagination when it comes on to inventions. So.
Right. So Felix says, Lady D, do you remember back in the day when all DJs were playing their music from reel to reel? Yes, bro.
Yes.
Okay. Good to hear, Queenie. Okay. Crinoline under our skirts and dress.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I dare you to give one of them children something like that to wear now, unless they're going to a wedding.
Good for all of you. I go to clubs, stay all night, go home, shower, and off to church, and me on the quiet. You know what, Ryan?
Listen to me.
Me over only, me over only. So which song did let's go quickly. What did Felix ask me to play? Something about
Lord Shorty's sweet music. I don't remember who. Lord Shorty's sweet music. Lord Shorty's sweet music. Okay, Felix.
Sweet music. Okay.
Was it Ryan that said that they go to a party or go to disco? We go to the disco and dance until the wee hours of the morning, and then come home, and you just have a few hours, maybe 2 hours to get ready and dash out for work. We used to do that.
Well,
I love it.
Further, he talked about church, and
yes, he talk about church. But me I tell you about we'd go to disco and we'd dance all night, and then when we're coming home, we stop at Guncourt, Remike.
Okay.
A place they paint it in red, a little old house, and the man cook there only night. And remember, me tell us, Lady D, that's the best nighttime food you get.
Nice.
Fried dumpling, and you get some what you call it, chicken soup, and little liver, and little cook up chicken, and little something like that in a one piece of foil paper. And remember, that's your breakfast. And then you go home nice and get ready for work.
Man.
In a few
So
hours.
let's see what Lord Shorty have to say to us here this morning.
What?
Because
Courtesy of Felix.
Courtesy of Felix. All righty. So let's
that's how Felix playing for me here now.
Let's see what Felix has said right here.
Oh.
I can't play, I can't write music. Yet every day and every night I created music. My system is rhythm, simplicity, and melody. My tunes are happy and the music sweet. If you don't dig the melody, you will dig the beat. Okay. I make music, sweet music. I'm feeling your mind and your body, the strength is just music, yeah. Sweet music. No matter what you say or do, the magic of our music gets you. Music, yeah. Sweet music.
This is Caribbean.
I try to be totally musical.
Totally musical.
That's why you see, super sensational. The spirit of music possesses me entirely, bringing out naturally from within my soul sweet musical harmony from beyond this world.
Well, I thank
Yes,
you, Felix, because that
thank
one
you,
happened.
Felix.
Very nice. Sure.
Yes.
I was here moving in my chair and things.
And we kind of didn't leave out Calypso. How could we? And we just take
Yes,
over Calypso as if it's ours
I
back in
know,
Jamaica. So
man.
thank you so much, Felix.
Sure.
I enjoyed that.
Music then and now. So we give you a little Jim Reeves. We thank thee. So we had to place our Lord in the center right there. Then we give you Clemento and Skia.
Yes, man.
So and disco. But you know what? There's another person, though posthumously recognized in this sect at this time, that we want to remember him because for him tune was like off the hook. Who remember him?
Love and hate can
Oh my God.
never be friends. Oh no, oh no.
Here I come.
Here I come. Love and not hatred.
Hey.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life.
Life.
Can be no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there'll come the day when you'll be free, like the feathers and keep up roots. Oh yeah, keep up past the children. Yeah. My head is anointed and my cup runneth over. Yeah. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. Yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right. Here I come with love and not hatred.
Be brown, man.
Surely goodness and mercy shall follow I all the days of my life. It be no one, no wish to be with no evil man. For there come the day when you'll be free by the Father's hand. Live a good children. Oh yeah. Live a good children. Oh yeah. Forgive up, forgive up. Yeah, oh boy, oh, yeah,
Well, you know, that was just a taste mouth.
Yes, and you see what we were talking about, timeless music.
Yes, man.
See?
When you play these kind, they're not dated.
Yeah.
When you talk about these kind of music, no matter where you go and you hear them, it's either you remember when the first time you heard
it,
what you were
Yeah.
doing, how it made you feel,
Yes.
that kind of thing. We all build a story around music.
And it's ironic that, we had the show this morning. It was yesterday evening. My son and one of his friends came in, and we were talking about, the friend says that he was going to be doing a music video because he's a rapper. And he was going to be doing a music video. And he said that, I said, so how comes I don't hear your music playing on the radio or some, stuff like that. He says his music is played, but mostly on YouTube, and people know of him because he's been a YouTuber from he was 9. And they both of them were saying that. He said that I didn't want my music to play like that until I was sure that it would be timeless. And this young man is 20 years old. And my son is 24, and he was saying the same thing. They listen to the music of this era, and they're all rappers. They're into the rap music and all of that. And he says both of them. I raised Christoph on the old music. When he was telling his friends about Lionel Richie and whatever, they were asking, who is that? Because I used to play that in the house, and he used to sing them word for word. He watched Oliver. He could tell you about every Oliver show. He was born here, but I let him, I play those things around him. And he said the same thing. The music that they're listening to now, they said it out of their own mouth. And these are young men. They said the music that's out there now, they're not timeless.
So they're going to be a fleeting moment.
They want to play music or do music that will be timeless.
Yes.
So they're noticing it too. They're seeing it.
Yeah, because you find that when people are putting out, it's like movies, when people are putting out songs in a rapid succession, you don't give your audience any chance to assimilate, to kind of grasp it, hear the message, what is the music, what is this song about. By the time you are to really do that, they move to the next one. And they feel that when they're saturating the market like that, it is working for them. They may have an audience, but you wonder if it's sustainable.
Temporary. A lot of it is, just for likes and the dollars, the quick dollars.
But when them say do it for the likes, what if?
Do it for the
yeah.
We do it for the love, we don't do it for the likes.
Right. So we know that, as if you want to pick me upper, play some music. Yes, you pray, and we're praying. Some of us are praying for all different kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But then it goes hand in hand. You need that centered time where you can say, boy, a long time in hear a Dennis Brown, or a long time in hear a Jim Reeves, or, a Skeeter Davis, if you want to go far back like that. If there are music of today that you appreciate, which many people do, we find that
I love love songs, and there are love songs of the day that I really enjoy.
Yes, man, because when you think of due to the sensitivity of YouTube and their disclaimers, if you notice, ladies and gentlemen, there are some things I play that I know are safe, because I may jump over to a R&B and they just freeze us. So regrettably, I can't do any of those love songs, but what I can do, there was, and this is also another posthumous one, because her song before she passed, she was a great singer in Jamaica, and her music, when we heard of her, we use the word untimely, because I saw her a few days before she passed. Yes, her Cynthia Sloss, the late Cynthia Sloss.
I loved her music.
Yeah, if I play the song, you'll remember.
Yes,
one in particular. She had just died suddenly, and it shook Jamaica.
Yeah,
but, we remember her, and these are some of the songs that we think about. And when you hear this, you'll say, "My goodness, I hadn't heard that song in such a long time."
Oh, she was a lovely singer. Yeah. Oh, yes.
We may never part, your love forever makes one less broken heart. We'll be together like the stars and the night, and love forever. United we will share, we'll be together to see your rocking chair and share the memory of the days that we knew. Take my love forever, give your love forever, and we will be together forever and forever.
Beautiful words.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Your love forever makes one less broken heart. We'll be together.
These are timeless music.
Never part of never memory of those beautiful days. Take my love forever, give your love forever, and we will be together forever and forever.
Music alone shall live.
Give your love forever, take my love forever. We will be together forever, never, never, never. Take my love forever.
Wonderful.
It's-
Love that.
Yeah. So, some of those songs, when you hear them now, you're like,
It brings you back.
tell you,
Yeah.
even call it,
Yeah.
say, it's them boys, say music alone shall live, Cynthia Sloss, yes. And as we're wrapping up now, music then and now, I think we had a good run this morning, but I'm still yet
Yeah.
to pray for King Ryan, because if he could go out, go party whole night, go on back to church next morning, and
All
go
the
on
people
to
them
choir.
choir.
No spirit never in that church, Ryan. Nobody never back you up at the door
They
and say,
discern him.
dark
They
you out.
discern him. They discern him. But just before we go, there's one that I really like. This song by Train, "Drops of Jupiter." That's that's a now. That's a now song. I mean, it's an oldish now song. "Drops of Jupiter." I love that song. It makes you think about what he's trying to say. It's a story. He's saying something, but he's not saying it straight. It's like saying it in parables. What was it out there in the Milky Way? How did you feel being out there in the Milky Way? And I just love that song, "Drops of Jupiter." So that's one of my now favorites.
DJ coming up right here with drops with drops of Jupiter. Special request by Jackie. So make we do drops of Jupiter. Here.
Now that she's back in the atmosphere with drops of Jupiter in her head.
This might be one of them. They freeze. I don't know what
We
YouTube will
hope
do.
not.
Summer and walks like rain reminds me that there's a time to change. Since the return of her stay on the moon, she listens like spring and she talks like June. But tell me, did you sail across the sun? Did you make it to the Milky Way to see the lights all faded? That heaven is overrated. Tell me, did you fall from a shooting star? One without a permanent scar, and said you missed me while you were looking
for yourself out there. You don't have to play it the whole of it, Lady D,
that
but
she's back from
Yeah.
that soul
That's one of
vacation, tracing her way through the constellation.
All righty. So that was
That's-
Jackie's selection. And so we're wrapping up now because I do have one final one to wrap up, which I'll just play out. I hope they don't bother me with that. But anyhow.
wow.
We want to just say we had a good time this morning. Music, talk.
Thank you guys for staying with us, even though we went over a little bit. Thank you so much.
Max had to go,
my
and
God.
Sharon's wanted to join us this morning. She's at a conference, and she had planned to join us during the workshop.
Yeah.
But I guess workshop holder, I don't know. But we appreciate everyone being here with us this morning, and that's why we need the houses of God or something. Something to protect us. Every weekend I tell them I have to have something to pray for. That's oh, help me, Lord.
Ryan, you're the best.
Right, we love you.
Oh my goodness.
But thank you everyone for tuning in this morning. And
Yes.
as we're wrapping up, I am looking forward that we will be able to hang out again next week, Saturday, with Saturday morning runnings. And it should be good. No matter what we're doing, where we are, may the Lord cover us and provide for us. We need breakthroughs, we need a myriad of stuff, but He's able. So this is how we're gonna close out this morning, with this selection here, because we need all the love.
Oh, what?
One of my favorites of the late Bob Marley. Could you be loved?
And me love.
Don't let me fool you.
That's what my feelings say.
Or even try to school you.
Let me feel it.
Oh no,
Oh my goodness.
you've got to mind your own. So go to hell if what you're thinking is to try it. Love would never leave us alone. I get the darkness, you must come out the light.
Tonight.
Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved and be
And you may stumble too. That's why we want to bring the thing someone else is judging you.
All right now.
your brother, man?
Well, thanks everyone. Enjoy the
Don't let that
weekend.
change you.
Blessings, blessings, blessings to everybody.
Or even
So blessings, everyone. Out, we out, we out.
We are.
For 2 days, the 5 o'clock hour is hot on Fit FM 96.7, www.fitfmja.com. Your life, your music with Lady D, Denise Gomez, inside the zone. Catch me on Monday at 5 p.m. for the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Friday, yes, at 5 p.m. for Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. From abroad to yard, Trelawney. Hi, I'm Lady D Denise Gomez, and I have exciting interview segments and features inside the zone. For recording artists, you can sing. Well, Inside the Zone, second Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. is for you. Writers, share your story, no man, in From the Author Zone on third Thursdays at 7:30 p.m. Mail Zone has unbelievably juicy stories of love, heartbreak, and triumph. 7 p.m. has never been this good. On Mondays, it's news, talk, engaging features at 7 in the Monday Drive. And Center Stage has everyone talking on Thursdays. Be a part of the show. Email me inside of the zone nyc at gmail.com or call me 94304 2592.